Let's get down to brass tacks, gentlemen.
This is it. The American dream.
Let's just cut the crap and get down to brass tacks here.
This is it. The American dream.
Let's get down to brass tacks here.
This is it. The American dream.
But let's get the brass tacks here.
Fuck yeah. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Brass Tacks Podcast, episode 45. We're your hosts, Rick and Adam. My name's Rick.
That was a pretty good intro.
Thank you, brother. We're joined by
Really
the beautiful and talented Executive Intern Logan. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hope everybody's having a great day. Hope everybody's having a good evening. Whenever the fuck you're listening to it, hope you're having a good time. Let's see, what do we got for you today? We got all kinds of bullshit. People acting a goose all up in the news. We got people in Florida freaking out about masks. We got Bologna Boys left and right. Let's get straight to it. Instead of getting straight to it, I want to give a quick shout out to my friends over at the Life's a Beach podcast. They just started not too long ago. One of my good friends, Jeremy, is one of the hosts over there. So if you guys could head over to YouTube, check out their channel. It's the Life's a Beach podcast. General discussion, pretty funny guys. I know Jeremy from back in my music days. We used to hang out a little bit down in Georgetown. We were rocking the Grand Strand together. But now we're podcasting. Give them a shout out. Give them a listen. All that good shit. But hope you gentlemen are doing okay. I don't think intern Logan just witnessed my first shit since he's been here, but
that's my second.
Oh, you saw us? That's the second one you've seen?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I might have a problem. So fucking a combination of Adam and a very sweet lady that I'm talking to, they've been helping me with my dietary issues because Daddy's been kind of being a goose with what he's been eating recently. And so Adam is a big proponent of the beet. I make a lot of borscht jokes and stuff like that, but I mean, the reality of the situation.
Scallops.
Yeah, borscht and scallops. Good memory. That's awesome. So I bought a shitload of raw beets and I bought a big glass jug of organic beet juice, along with various produce, fruits and vegetables. I went and got some lean organic chicken. I got some nice, like some different rices and stuff. I'm trying to be a little bit better to myself. But what Adam failed to tell me was that you have to proportion the amount of beet juice or beets in general that you're taking in. And I didn't realize that because it detoxes like your organs as quickly as it does and as efficiently as it does, those toxins are trying to rush out of your body. So literally I've been shitting since I woke up today, and this is like my 6th or 7th shit. And every time I sit down on the bowl, it looks like somebody just poured a fucking glass of Merlot in it. My piss and my shit is completely purpled, if not burgundy.
That's kind of cool.
It's not cool because of the frequency at which it's happening, man. Like, I'm over here, Adam got here and I looked like a mess, dude. I looked like an AIDS patient. I was like holding my sternum and like clutching my stomach.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude. And like I've been losing a shitload of weight since I quit drinking in general, but like I'm trying to be a little bit better like with the food intake because Daddy smokes a lot of cigarettes, and you know you gotta even it out.
Yeah, no, I get that. You know, you also just, I think you eat out a lot.
Yeah, that was a problem.
You know?
And that's the thing too.
Just make some food.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is like I get lazy because between the show and between my job, like I always have something to do. Even when I sit down to play video games, I have shit I should be doing and could be doing, but you have to make some time for yourself.
Yeah.
But you're right. And what I did was I kind of allowed myself to get into that mindset where like, you know how you don't consider eating out, like if it's from a restaurant or something like that, you don't really consider it bad for you, you know, because it's, you know, it's being prepared in a restaurant, it's being made by someone. So like your mind doesn't register that it's still not great for you.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you go to McDonald's, you're pretty
that I don't do. But what I do is like I'll order like, Dickie's barbecue and shit like that. And I know that's horrendous food. I know that's like low quality, horrible food made by people with track marks. And like, you know, they're generally pretty nice though. I've never been to a Dickie's
if you're on heroin.
Well, I've never been to a Dickie's and never had like any attitude or anything. They all seem to be like sufficiently high on edibles and like, at least here in Colorado. I can't really speak on any other places. Yeah. But I think I am going to take it easy on the beet though. The beets in general. I need to like maybe once a day. I can't be having shits that look like Grimace, dude. Don't fucking sigh at me.
Yeah, you just don't do the beet juice, man. Just like boil some beets.
I know you said to burl down the beets and everything, but that's the thing is like I ain't got time like that. I have to like make a whole. I gotta make it. It's a whole thing. You got to do a whole thing.
Of course it is. Yeah.
Daddy's got to work.
Make some borscht.
Yeah, well, that's what I really do want to do. I might just do that instead. I do have a shitload of veggies. I just have to get some cabbage and, you know, I guess start using more Soviet words and things like that, you know.
What does borscht consist of? Like,
oh, Adam will have to tell you about that.
Cabbage, carrots, celery,
Budweiser. What's wrong with the beets we got?
Onions, potatoes.
Okay.
That's another thing too. You know what's really been fucking me up? I was thinking about with my diet is I think this is true for a lot of people too. Is we all work, you know, and like when you get home, the last thing you want to do is fucking meal prep and all that other dumb shit. And
you gotta like clean up too.
Yeah, it's another fucking job to do. And I understand.
You take time to do other types of prep.
Okay. Yeah, nice subtle AIDS joke. But the thing is like when I'm at work, you know, the last thing I want to do when I get home, because I get home at like 10, you know, my schedule's not like everybody else's.
Yeah, but you go to bed at like 4.
That's
so
true.
What does it matter?
All right.
So like, I gotta go back. Have to go to, you know, I just got home. I gotta go to bed.
I don't like that you keep finding caveats to my fucking problem.
You got plenty of time. You can cook at midnight.
No, you're right. I just need to quit being a bitch about it. And that's the thing too, is like when I'm at work, you know,
you have a dishwasher too. So
but what I'm getting at is that's when I eat the worst, is like when I'm at work, because I'm looking for something quick and also something small and handheld that I can like, because you see me, I gotta be quick when I'm eating and shit. So I need to start pre-making my lunches and stuff like that. So I'm going to try this week to do like things like rice and salmon and vegetables and berries and all that other horse shit.
Berries?
And yeah, because I also don't like being full, and those are very light foods. Like they don't fill you up and shit like that. And I'm waiting to pass all these beets because I'm sick of taking purple shits too. Like it was funny the first time. Don't get me wrong. Like I took a picture of it and I sent it to Adam. I was like, oh, this is pretty funny, and that wasn't even that super purple of a poop. But they're getting more purple, and so now I'm starting to get a little worried. But I gotta be on my toes at work, dude. I got these fucking shifty alcoholics trying to steal these like somebody was stealing the little tiny wine bottles that come in the 4-pack. These goddamn alcoholics. Yeah. And on top of that, I got people always trying to get discounts and shit. I got people like, oh, hey, man, you got me on that 87 cents. Sorry, dog. 87 cents is $1 in my language, and no, I don't have $1 for you. And another thing is like, all right, I don't have a problem with people bringing their animals in. But what I have been having an issue with lately is people letting their dogs free roam, and then like it annoys other customers. Like I don't get me wrong, I like animals. I hate people who allow their animals to just
can't be
randomly.
them into a store.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, it's like, what are you doing? Like, I get it.
If you're blind, you bring it in.
Right. Well, that's the thing. It's tough because we're right outside of my neighborhood. It's a pretty big neighborhood. All of my customers are pretty much all my neighbors. So they're out walking their dog, and like, I get it. You want to tie one on so the wife doesn't find out. You get you a couple of mini shots, and you know, you throw it out with the dog shit you're picking up anyway.
True.
But I have a problem with these people that come in, and it's like a guy in a suit the other day. He's in the wine aisle, and yeah, he's one of those wine guys or whatever the fuck. But my problem is this guy allowed his dog to come in, and then the dog went straight for the guy in the suit, and the dog was like getting that nose and wet, slobbery shit all over the guy's pants, and the guy like looked up at the pet owner and was just kind of like, what the fuck? You know, because I understand not everybody wants snot all over them. Like, I'm one of those people. I don't like strange animals coming up to me and getting me dirty and shit.
Well, they should be on a leash.
Yeah. I agree. At the very least, have them on a leash and stuff like that.
Well, you shouldn't be bringing them into the store anyways. So.
Well, and that's the thing. Is like I'm kind of on the fence about that, but I just don't like people who are overly like they expect you to love their animal as much as they love it. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And then
time for that.
So when the wine bitch looks up at the guy with the dog, the guy with the dog is just like, oh, don't worry, he's friendly. And the wine guy gives him this look like, that's not my fucking concern. It's the fact that my expensive suit has slobber and snot all over it right now.
Yeah.
That's malarkey. That's malarkey in my opinion, and it's unneeded.
Also, don't be wearing a suit.
Well,
Don't be wearing a suit and buying wine.
Yeah, and don't be asking me for wine recommendations. That's one of the worst things ever. They like, and this is the problem. I don't mind helping customers and stuff like that. My problem is when they come in and they see the way I look, they see the way I'm dressed. Like, I'm clearly not
For success.
a sommelier. Yeah, I'm not dressing for the job I want. So my thing is, like, they see that and they use it as an excuse to, like, kind of be fuckboys to me. Oh, dude, is this a good brand? Oh, is this a good type? I'm like, dude, I don't know shit about wine, dog. I'm dressed like I'm still in high school half the time.
Right, you're not a sommelier. This isn't a wine store.
Juicy smoothie.
This is a liquor store that happens to sell wine. Like,
Try the wine.
That's all I know about wine.
That's the button you should push anytime someone asks about wine there.
That's what I miss about my last liquor store job. The one by the old house.
Yep.
They had an intercom that went through the store, so you at any given time I could pull this microphone down, hit the button, and just announce something over the store. As you can imagine, I was frivolous with it. I didn't get in any trouble though, because the owner was like, just he was out of his mind. He used to, like, walk up to customers and he wouldn't tell them that he owned the place. He'd walk up to random customers and be like, I just snorted a fucking boner pill off the toilet seat. He would just say shit like that. And he would start sneezing and, like, pretending to, like, itch his nose and shit. The guy was a rascal, and he was really fun to work with. But let's see. I think we're getting a little deep into the wine talk. Let's dial that back a little bit and get into bad news. Good God!
Well, I've got some good news and some bad news.
Okay, give me the bad news.
What's the bad news?
They're dead.
This whole thing fucking sucks. I mean, this is the biggest pile of shit ever.
All right, so this just tickled me to death when I saw this because of last week's episode involving Jenna Marbles and her counterpart Julian on the Jenna and Julian podcast.
Oh, yeah. I don't think you were aware of Jenna Marbles.
I wasn't. I didn't know who she was until you said something.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Shut up. It's like you're on the cutting edge of all this horse shit.
The pulse, right here, dude.
I wish you'd stop feeling.
I already know where you're going with that.
Yeah, okay. But so anyway, Jenna Marbles just recently put out this apology video. I think this was 2 days ago. And what?
Nothing. Can it go backwards?
What do you mean?
The TV?
It's where it's going to be.
Okay. All right.
Jesus fucking Christ. If you want to make production decisions, do it before the show. Don't stop me and have me do weird shit like shifting a monitor in the middle of the goddamn show.
All right. Just trying to be more accommodating.
More accommodating than Executive Intern Logan?
Yeah.
He's lucky we pay him the cheese bread that we do.
This is true.
Don't agree with me. It makes me angry. So anyway, Jenna Marbles got caught doing blackface. And this was...
I don't know if she actually got caught.
Well, people had a problem with it.
No, I think she did like a proactive, thing.
Oh, this is her getting out ahead of it?
I could be wrong.
Hold on, let me read the description real quick. It's funny, we pulled the video up, we haven't even read the description yet. Okay. Oh, you're right, dude. You're right. She wants to hold herself accountable.
Yeah.
What a goose. All right.
That's edge, dude.
All right. So...
But this picture came out forever ago, I thought.
It did.
Dude. Super old.
But she put out this video, and real quick, now that I have context for this video, this is just like the whole I take responsibility thing that the celebrities did.
Mm-hmm.
Adam brought that to my attention today too. Just a few weeks too late.
Yeah.
Really a fucking gift to
You're
man.
welcome.
Yeah, okay. So anyway, it looks like Jenna Marbles is trying to do the same thing and get out ahead of it before she gets in trouble. And I also want to say her example of blackface was horrendous.
I didn't think it was blackface. It
was
like
she had a spray tan
Hispanic face or something.
Yeah, like it was
a tan.
It was caramel face.
Yeah, so
Something
it was
like
like
that.
probably more Latina.
Right. Yeah. Like when
face.
well that.
I mean, I guess either way it doesn't matter.
This brings up another good point. What about
Always Sunny?
Yeah, what about Dee and her fucking Martina Martinez character?
Dude, they will be fine.
They do seem
She did it like a Chinese lady one too, I think.
She did. I also think it's about how lovable you are as an individual.
Sure.
Like certain celebrities can do no wrong.
Yeah.
You know, I think Chappelle could do whatever he wants and get away with it because he's just a fucking mad genius and he's always going to be the voice of the planet. But at least in terms of our generation and our timeline that we're living in. But so, all right, Jenna Marbles trying to get out ahead of it. She exposed this video of herself pretending to be like Nicki Minaj or whatever. And like Adam said, it looks more spray tannish. It looks very like she's not doing blackface. Yeah. She's doing Latina face.
Latina face.
But let's go ahead and play this audio.
Whatever. A face is a face.
Careful, this sounds like some slam poetry, dude. TMs.
2011, and I'll show you.
So you can probably stop it right here.
Yes.
You'd be shocked when you saw this video because in her other videos, she has like lots of makeup on, clearly.
The video that we watched of her doing her stupid podcast, she looks way different. She was a struggling 6 in the last one. This one right here, I don't know. I can't really grade that. It's just if you're going out of your way to make yourself look that different, then you already have problems. Like, you probably shouldn't be in the public eye if you're that self-conscious that you have to put on that much makeup to look like a different person.
Look how tiny those eyebrows are.
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
Why'd she do that? Like, not even thin tiny, like length tiny.
Well, yeah, they just look like tiny.
Length.
They look like tiny little dash marks.
Yeah,
like
hyphens.
Like felt tip Sharpie.
Just a little quick hyphen.
Also,
she always wears chokers, by the way. In all of her videos, sometimes she has like 4 or 5 chokers. Something's going on. But go ahead.
I think we covered that already, though. She's like a fake freak. She just wants to seem... That's the thing. Isn't she like fucking 48 or something like that? She's over here trying to...
I think she's our age.
Oh, okay. So she's 47.
You were close.
Incredibly cringy and embarrassing. This is private. It has been private for quite some time.
Yep.
But it looks like this.
Nicki Minaj, and then there's Roman, who's very...
And I do just want to tell you...
She is one of the most non-content having bitches on the planet.
She gets tons of followers too. She has the same dog I have, by the way.
I don't care. Isn't that alarming that many people are paying attention to this fucking nobody? This is zero content.
It doesn't shock
bitch.
me. No.
I don't know. It sickens me, but
there's a dude I watch on YouTube that just eats food, like eats a lot of food.
There's so many of those. There's so many of those.
I don't know his name, but he gets like 14 million views each video.
What?
And he just eats stuff.
Russian bots, dude. That's all Russian bots. That's not organic viewership.
You don't have to have in-depth, deep content to be making millions.
That's
true.
true.
I gotta agree with Adam. You just gotta be able to produce enough bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, yeah, you're right. It's just frequency. It's like when you're taking up somebody's entire timeline, they're gonna watch you. That's one of my biggest gripes with the social media algorithms and shit like that. Just burying actual content and just lauding horse shit because enough people clicked on it.
Yeah.
That's just such a dumb fucking way to go about it. And it's just a big money game. I'm not gonna get into it because it's gonna piss me off. Yeah, exactly. Fuck the Zuck. That's what I say. Let's get back to stupid ass Jenna Marbles.
That it was not my intention to do blackface. This is the end of the video where I took my wig off. I don't know how else to say this, but it doesn't matter because all that matters is that people were offended and it hurt them. And for that, I am so unbelievably sorry that this isn't okay and it hasn't existed on the internet for a long time.
I wish we could go back to when those videos were not private only.
Yeah.
I wonder how many upvotes they got.
Well, that's
what if they got
thing.
a lot of upvotes.
And were people really offended about this? This is like the first time I'm hearing about this being like a problem.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, we're going to get into shit like that a little bit later in Bologna Boys, but we're seeing a lot of people in the public eye trying to get out ahead of their own ignorance, which in my view, anything that's done, and I hate to fucking lump this bitch in with this thought, but for me, and I know you probably feel the same way, Adam, but like when you're in the pursuit of comedy, when you're in the pursuit of something funny and you're trying to make people laugh, you shouldn't have things held against you. You shouldn't be crucified for just pursuing something funny.
Or trying to be funny.
Yeah, if your intention is to be funny, then how can anyone have a problem with what you're doing? I understand we're living in a different political climate and shit like that. Just a lot of things are changing. A lot of things are having a magnifying glass put on them, and it's just different times.
Well, decades old almost.
Right. And the problem is that, we're going to basically water down comedy, and we're going to water down entertainment, what's allowed, what's not allowed, and shit like that. And not everyone's comedic tastes are the same. Yeah. Like, if you look at things like Chappelle's Show, things that were like, and I get it, Chappelle's a black man and can take more liberties with certain things in comedy and stuff like that. But let us not forget that he created and wrote that show along with Neil Brennan, who is just a straight up like milquetoast white dude. Or did I say his brother?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, you said Neil.
Okay, my bad.
Not Kevin. I thought I was thinking about Kevin Brennan when you said that. So I was like,
well, when you made that face, it made me. You did the same face like when I said Missouri, when I said Minneapolis, Missouri instead of.
Yeah.
Because I'm a giant fucking idiot. But the thing is they refused. They had a really good idea. They knew they would catch shit for their sketches. They would catch shit for the type of comedy they were doing. The type of comedy they were doing was genius, and it spoke about the times we were living in. It was very poignant, along with just incredibly hilarious. But they refused to let the public know who wrote which bits and things like that, so they could never have the public get them fucked up like that.
Right.
And I'm sure there were a number of other reasons behind that, but that was one of many, I feel like. Yeah. And I think that was a good move. But it's like, with all these people, all these content creators coming out and trying to critique and chastise their own work and shit like this, they're fucking up a part of our entertainment industry that, like, I personally hold very near and dear to my heart, because in my opinion, you can take the most horrendous things that have happened in human history and you can completely take the power out of them by laughing at it and just looking at it for the absurdity that it is.
Just like South Park, it's done it for years. Like,
they
give no shits.
And that's another show that's kind of, like Adam says, has been grandfathered in with the whole what's acceptable in entertainment versus what isn't.
Yeah.
They're allowed
For now,
yeah, you're right. And that's the thing. These people, these cancel culture fucks that are running around and are trying to like censor comedy into the ground and shit like that. These guys eventually, they're just going to do that. They're going to, once they have nobody left to eat up, they're going to go after the bigger names.
They already eat their own is the point.
Right. I mean, that's the same issue we have in our fucking political framework in this country. It's like there's so much infighting on both sides that, like, yeah, it's just, I don't know. We're living in one giant fucking parallel universe that just doesn't seem to ever work out. It's like we got global pandemic. We got drunk alcoholic monkeys. We got
panic.
Yeah, we got goddamn blue pills and NPCs running around.
Well, I feel like a blue pill is the same as an NPC, right?
Yeah. You become an NPC once you take the blue pill.
Right.
A couple of black pill gentlemen, such as all of us sitting in this room right now.
Oh, it's like
it's
like that movie. Duke Nukem is,
the video game.
They
Duke
Live
Nukem?
Or something. They Live.
That's a different movie. That's Roddy Piper.
Yes, I'm actually thinking of.
It's not Duke Nukem. You fucking.
No, he plays the Duke Nukem character in that movie. He says, "Let's kick ass and chew bubblegum."
You're right. And
I'm all out of gum. But go ahead.
No, you're right.
Sorry.
You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you out like that. I'm a turkey. I'll give myself one, dude. I apologize. I apologize on behalf of everybody. Let's get back to this this literal nobody.
Long time, because it's not okay.
I hate her voice.
I haven't done anything remotely like that because I heard people say, this is blackface, and I don't like that. And I just would never want to put that into the world. So this has been private for a long time. But I do want to tell you how unbelievably sorry I am if I ever offended you by posting this video or by doing this.
She's offending me with that fucking loaf of bread face she's got. God damn, she is an unattractive woman. Did you see this? Did you see this, Logan? Look at her.
Oh, yeah.
But he doesn't have any context. You got to see what she looks like with makeup because it's like.
Oh, no, I saw that.
Oh, you looked at it? Okay, yeah, that's right.
He actually listens to the episodes once they're done.
No, he was just looking up her age. That's how he looked.
Oh.
No, I looked it up beforehand too. Like
he's now okay.
Talking about it.
Okay.
I'm gonna allow him. I'm gonna allow him to go ahead and try to cover his ass, Adam, because I don't like how you
sounds like
here.
a CYA. So,
Executive Intern Logan's an Asian provocateur, or Asian Tupac Shakur. Can't even get my own jokes right.
Impression, and that was never my intention. It's not okay. It's shameful. It's awful. I wish it wasn't part of my past. The next
wish
thing
you weren't part
that
of
I
your
want to
past.
address. Okay, this is also from
What if-
2011.
Wait, what did you just say?
I said I wish she wasn't part of her past.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. I thought you said what I was about to say.
What?
That she's okay. She's quitting YouTube. She's gonna start doing an OnlyFans. She's going straight to OnlyFans. This was like her big promo.
Her penance is strictly BBC. Dude.
No, it was just to.
Let's talk about your BBC.
No, this could be a PR. What if it was a PR move? Like, I'm gonna call myself out for these blackface things with all my followers, and then she's got millions of followers, so it'll be like, oh, and then the media gets a hold of it, so they're all talking about it too. And it's really she's just trying to get started in OnlyFans.
There's some subliminal messaging too, because that doesn't look like she's got like a makeshift tie dye shirt or like bleach tie dye. That actually looks like cum stains. She's sending some. She's what would you call that? She's telegraphing. You might be onto something, dude. I mean, you do tend to see things into the future.
If that came true, that'd be a little ridiculous.
But for you, is it? I mean, a lot of the predictions you made, I would have, and I'm pretty sure there's audio records of me making fun of some of your theories that have later come true.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we went over this in a previous episode before too.
Yeah, dude. Adam has a tendency to he has sight beyond sight, and he doesn't get enough credit for that sometimes.
You get pretty mad when I call videos fake.
Well, okay,
because he was molested.
That's true, but let's not get me fucking fired up. Because you're gonna go into something. You see me? I've been shitting purple drink for the past like 12 hours, dog.
Lean?
Don't get me started, dude. I
shouldn't lean.
Fucked grimace.
Yeah. No, my my piss is also looking all purple and stuff too. I thought I had something wrong with me when I first woke up today. I started peeing like that, and I got immediately scared because I've always been afraid. Like ever since I quit drinking, I've been afraid that because I haven't really had any real physical backlash from it yet, past the whole like detoxing and regaining my strength and shit, there hasn't really been any negative side effects with my health. And I'm afraid that like every time something goes even slightly wrong with me medically, it has something to do with like, oh, my kidneys are failing. Oh, my liver is fucking disintegrating in my body. I'm going to die. Like, I'm just afraid of that. So like, as soon as I woke up, I just thought at first, because it's like kind of purple burgundy-ish, I thought, oh no, there's blood in my piss. I've got cancer. That's it. I got to cancel the show. Like,
call in.
Now I need an oncologist. On call in. Oof, that was a bad one. Fuck me.
A bad year for me in judgment, apparently.
Don't
this
cry
video
if
is
she
called
cries.
Bounce That Dick. This has also been made private. I don't want to offend anyone. I'm not interested in it. I'm not interested in making anyone feel bad, in case you haven't noticed. Here's the clip. I will play it for you. Here, hold on, let me remind you.
Sorry, that was racist. I'm bad at rap songs.
Who is
as
watching
you can see,
this?
I said, hey, Ching Chong Wing Wong, shake your King Kong Ding Dong. Sorry, that was racist. I'm bad at rap songs. I ranted about girls that ran around and slept around, and that's wrong. I had a lot of internalized
Where is she
misogyny,
going with
I feel
this?
like, at that time in my life, and I'm sorry
Wait,
if I ever offended you.
Did she say
with
she had
the things
misogyny?
That I said
Internal
in that video. And that video's been private
misogyny.
for a long time.
For a woman? How can a woman be an internal misogynist?
Adam, it's the year 2020.
How is
trying,
that possible?
Quit trying to understand these people.
Internal misogyny from a woman.
Dog.
Wow.
Dog.
What?
She said ching chong wing wong shake your King Kong ding dong, and she's doing a public apology for that. If there really is like anyone in the Asian community that was fucking offended by that, that has nothing to do with like their sensibilities or their ethnicity. That has to do with like they're just they're misinterpreting her attempt at comedy. And I get it. Times are changing.
Look,
but still, King Kong ding dong? Dog, who's taking that seriously? Who is taking this literal nobody seriously?
Oh, I don't know.
What is this bitch talking about? Internalized misogyny?
I've never even watched that video that far. So
you know what she's having?
Internal misogyny.
She's misinterpreting what she's feeling. She is seeing both. Like this is the case. Girls are actively going out there acting like hoes on the internet. Then they get angry when you fucking call them out, or if you try to hit. If you're trying to hit You try to like creep in on these DMs and shit like that. They all get all freaked out and stuff like that. And the same thing goes for the dudes. Don't be out there creeping and making it worse on both sides. That's the thing. Both genders are fucking up right now. No one's policing themselves. No one's trying to have any type of decorum. And what she said, what her comments reflect, are that feeling and that feeling alone. It's the fact that we're watching our own generations act a goddamn fool. We're watching the generations before us.
Too, man.
That's what I'm saying. We're watching every generation before us, our generation currently. We're watching us all just fuck up and act like a bunch of self-policing weird little monsters that can't take a fucking joke anymore.
What is this internal misogyny? How is that possible?
It's like people that say reverse racism and stuff like that. It's like non-terms. These are terms that negate themselves. It's ridiculous. But that's the type of shit we're dealing with in this world, man. Like now we're gonna like, and don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad this is happening personally because it's more fodder for the show, and also I just like making fun of this particular woman. Mm-hmm. I think she is a absolute zero in every sense.
Rick's attracted to her, is what he's
not
saying.
Even close. I'd rather fuck Intern Logan than Jenna Marbles. Fuck you, Logan. No, I've seen more attractive corpses than she. She's a beast, man. I don't dig that. And her little her fucking hocus pocus wart she's got going on the side of her nose too. Do something about that, Jenna. All right, I've had enough of her. Let's move on. So recently, we've all been hearing a lot of shit going on in Florida. 2 days ago, they basically mandated that everyone in the state has to wear a mask when you're outside. When you're
whoa.
What?
You're telling me they only man dated it?
Oh shit.
They didn't woman date?
We're stone cold feminists here, and we're calling you out.
Thank you.
Go on. All right. So people are pissed off, obviously. The governor has been taking all kinds of shit. And Wednesday, a video came out from Palm Beach. Their residents were voicing frustrations about a local mask mandate during a meeting with county commissioners. This was caught on video, and I brought this to the show because I thought this gives you a really good idea of just the fucking people that embody this country. And these people, these are a diverse group of people. Like they're of different ethnicities, different walks of life. The one thing they all have in common, they're all bad shit fucking crazy. But
that is literally, yeah. The main theme in this is basically that.
Without any further ado, I want to present you guys with the Florida residents.
My name is Butch, and I'm an American patriot.
Butch?
See that flag?
Is Butch short for something?
Intern Logan?
Or is like...
Do you see how fast he reached for that phone?
Or is like Butch like an actual real name, or is it just like a...
Hold on, I want to acknowledge the fact that there are fingerprint burns on that denim that fucking Logan's wearing because of how fast he grabbed that phone. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I don't know. What is Butch a actual real person's name, or is it like a nickname?
I don't know, dude. Butch Cassidy.
Butch. That seems like a weird name, but it's how you hear it with old people.
It's how your haircut makes you look. With your sensible lesbian hairdo you got on.
Oh, maybe he was saying he's Butch.
He said his name.
Or
Butch.
she, I'm sorry. Maybe she was saying she's Butch.
Oh my God, that's clearly a man. Careful, don't get us canceled up in here.
All I'm finding is that it's like a nickname for like Frederick or Alan.
That's so fucking weird.
Frederick or Alan?
Yeah, and like Canada and New Zealand.
Hey, Butch. Going body surfing later. Yeah. Try not to get your dick bit off by a shark.
Frederick or Alan? Those names aren't even this. Why would those two names have the same?
I don't know. How do you get Dick out of Richard? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's not like, oh, you call people Dick that are named Richard and Thomas for some reason.
Good point.
Yep.
Good point. Point taken. Let's get back to these crazy people. I'm gonna rewind this back a little bit so we can see his whole thing. So basically, because you're listening and this isn't, you can't see the video that we're seeing. This is an old fat veteran, and he's got like a turquoise kind of or a light blue holobanky polo on and a veteran of foreign wars hat. And he points over into the corner of the room at the nearest American flag. And this is the flag he's talking about.
See that flag? I would die for that flag. The Constitution that you are supposed to uphold.
So I'm confused
I would
about
die.
that.
What?
Like, is he speaking literally about this flag?
Yes, he is.
He's very emotional and very like into this flag that's in the room.
Yes, it's the American
Does he love
flag.
this flag?
He's
Does
trying
he want to have sex with it. He's like, I will die for this flag. He's trying to like white knight this flag.
He's trying to tell
pick
everyone.
up this flag.
He's trying to tell everyone in the room.
He's trying to pick up the flag.
Yes, he's trying to tell everyone in this room that just not the American flag, but just that particular American flag. It happens to be an American flag, but that particular flag, he would die for. Yes, you're right. He's got some kind of weird connection with that flag.
Not even that. But
how long do we
want
to beat this one in?
Well, I'm just saying it's silly, even if you meant the flag in general.
Well, yeah, of course it's silly to die for a flag.
Like, oh, everybody fought and died for this flag. No one did that.
Well, that's the whole thing. Is like this is a generation of people who bought into what they were told. They still buy into the news.
Potentially a generation that didn't probably fight in a war, by the way. His age.
Yeah, you're right. This is probably just after
post-Vietnam.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, because he looks probably 50s, maybe 50s.
Yeah. He's post-Vietnam.
Yeah, Post Malone.
But...
Thank you, people.
I liked it, actually.
All right, let's get back to this fucking phony. I like how he's got this chest sweat going on, too. Every once in a while when he moves, you can see, like, the chest sweat pool.
What if you could see nipple rings on him?
Dude, it wouldn't surprise me. The fucking people that showed up for this
Butch.
thing. All right.
Sorry.
Supposed to uphold? I would die for that.
Residents of Palm Beach County, Florida were invited to...
What?
I would die for that. Sound like a fucking toddler.
Yeah, he was very emotional about it.
It is appalling that each and every one of you sitting up there as human beings, part of the human race, the only race that we have.
Richard, just describe this lady, please.
She is a Botox face, middle-aged woman wearing a T-shirt that says "Trump Girl," and she's got a thick pearl necklace on.
Yeah, this is the first time I've noticed the necklace.
Yeah,
she looks exactly about how she sounds.
Yeah, dude, yeah. The hair is dyed for sure.
She's got
heavy hangers.
Hair dye aside, she has my mom's haircut. That's my mom's haircut. Shut up, Logan. I'll punch you fucking down. Punch you in the mouth. But no, this crazy. I don't like that. I don't like when crazy people have fucking any type of similarity to my family.
Well, this
as
lady
crazy as we are.
If you saw this lady, you would just be like, I would walk on the other side of the street. I'd cross the street.
Yeah, definitely. No, this is one of those ladies that likes to get people roped into her bullshit.
I feel like she does like Wiccan shit on the weekends.
She's an occultist.
She gets into that kind of stuff possibly.
She doesn't say Merry Christmas. She says Happy Solstice.
Well, yeah. And why? I mean, who's wearing a pearl necklace with a fucking white T-shirt?
And
well, who's wearing?
Bars Applebee's.
Yeah.
Yes, she frequents Applebee's.
Well, who wears
Texas
Trump,
Roadhouse?
Who wears Trump girl shirts?
But not for the food, for the drinks.
Yeah, the bar scene is what she's going there for. Yeah,
they don't water down their drinks over there. Gonna try to get a prick stuck in me.
Just to muffle people, to put masks on our face, to keep us from breathing oxygen, to get us to become sickly.
You preach pseudoscience and safety. Does anyone care about preserving the liberty of the people who pay your salaries?
Could you just pause this? We're not going to make fun of this person because
she's
too
fat. Because she's a big fat lady.
Because it's too easy.
Why? Because she's fat?
The shirt, the size, the overall look.
She's a Karen.
Yeah.
She's a straight up Karen.
Yeah. She is quite large.
Look how small her phone looks compared to her. This is rough.
Is this guy a WWF fighter or WWE or whatever? Know your role?
Oh yeah. So in the background, people.
What if it was like Stone Cold was there?
So to the listener, this video, you can see the crowd, or I just use the word crowd very loosely, but there are signs in between the seats that say, "Please do not use due to social distancing." Over one of the signs, this guy put this piece of paper that says, "Know your role. You don't own us," over one of the social distancing signs.
It was a red pill attempt.
Yeah, dude. He's trying to pill these people out. It's Dwayne Johnson on the other side. He's just using his old fucking WWE lines.
It's Stone Cold.
Know your role. I thought that was...
Know your role because Stone Cold... I'm guessing. I didn't really watch...
The Rock said know your role, I'm pretty sure.
Who said know your role, Logan? Look it up because I never watched wrestling, so I'm pretty sure...
I hope you're hungry because there's a whole lot of crow heading your way.
Some of you up there smirking and smiling at public comments to which you do not agree.
Okay, so
for fuck's sake, what?
She's also wrote this speech down.
Yes,
on
she's
her
reading
phone.
it off of her phone.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they're shameful.
They want to throw God's
Okay, this
wonderful
is not real. Okay, this chick is not real.
Rick's right. The Rock.
God, thank you, Logan.
Know your role because
appreciate
Stone Cold said so is not a thing.
Yep.
Big up.
Call in, people.
So the next lady up at the podium here is like a 5'2" bridge troll. She's got electric white hair, like she got struck by lightning, or she looks like she could be Powder's mom. Yeah, dude, that's exactly what I was thinking. And she's wearing a security guard uniform.
But why is she? Who's letting her be security anywhere?
I don't know, dude.
She's
they have
probably
to.
one of the security guards at the event.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. She's checking tickets at the door.
No, she saw that sign. She got red pilled. She saw that sign to know she immediately was red pilled.
What's that area of the court that's between the defendant and the judge? What's that called? It's your Logan. I'm sorry, we're really putting you through your paces.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's like the bullpit or the pulpit.
Not the bullpen or anything. There's like it's something to like make
the danger zone.
Basically, say like it's not approachable.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
but she looks like she was there, standing in that area, like a bailiff would, and she saw that, got red pilled, and was like, "Oh, I gotta get in on this." Because you're right. I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna agree with you for the first time ever on this. Okay. She does not look real. She looks like Uncle Junior from The Sopranos if you fucking shrunk him down and put a wig on him.
She can barely fit. Look at where her arm is on this table.
She can't even fill out the shirt she's wearing, dude. She looks like a reanimated corpse.
System out the door. You're all turning your backs on it. Can you prove that it's good for people to breathe carbon dioxide over and over and over again?
What about PTSD from child abuse situations? I was left in a hot car. You want to cover my face? I'm going to hyperventilate. Because I remember being stuck in that hot car. What about people like me? We don't matter because of the greater good, right?
Why are you wearing your mask in your car, you dumb bitch?
I feel like this is a very fringe problem. That she has.
It's in Florida, Adam.
Like,
Florida's fringe.
Thanks. You didn't think that maybe some of us have PTSD from being in a fucking hot car or something. Like,
oh, here comes Adam. He wants all this set aside because he has PTSD from fighting a fictional war overseas.
Yeah, it's like, come on. Give me a fucking break.
Hey, don't laugh at that, Intern Logan. He fought for your ability to laugh at that joke.
Oh, I was going to try to do flag. Yeah, what did it say?
Lectern?
A lectern?
No. That's not.
You're not accepting that?
No. It's. I know. Yeah, but there's like a term that's actually used for that area.
Yeah.
It's like a no man zone kind of thing.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But like approach the. Well, they say approach the bench. But then there's that area before the bench that's called something, and I'm pretty sure it's the danger zone. I'm pretty sure.
Approach the danger zone.
Come and take a motherfucking ride out. Let's get back to this.
I own a firearms business.
Uh-oh.
Now, I think you might agree with me that it would be ludicrous for me.
Stand up! Stand up! I don't like her fucking Phil Leotardo gaze that she's giving everyone right now with her hands behind her back.
Oh, I know. What?
Someone into my shop to purchase a firearm who's wearing a mask, whose face I cannot see.
We will get together and do a citizen's arrest on every single human being that goes against the freedom of choice, okay? You cannot mandate, you literally cannot mandate somebody to wear a mask knowing that that mask is killing people.
You're not God, and since masks are harmful, where there is risk, there should be choice. You're removing our freedoms and stomping on our constitutional rights by these communist dictatorship orders or laws you want to mandate.
Well, okay. These people, have they done any reading?
We know that mandatory masking works. We've seen it work in other communities. We know that it stops the spread of COVID. We are at a crisis point.
Nobody's mentioned death.
That's Elton John.
Who is that bitch?
Elton John.
That looks like a cross between Elton John and my grandma Stella. God rest her soul. This lady Dude, you called it. That's Elton John. That might be Elton John, dude.
If you pull up a side-by-side of Elton John today, they look exactly the same.
What if that was Elton John? He didn't tell anyone he moved down to Florida. He's just going to these fucking meetings trying to be a part of the community.
He got red-pilled.
That's what's happening. It's a bunch of NPCs who thought they took the red pill, dude. They got up here, looked like a bunch of turkeys.
I've lost a son to this disease.
I've lost a son to... It's Jesse Ventura's mom.
I lost a grandmother and a grandfather to this disease.
Whoa.
And I have 3 people on...
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
She just said she lost a what? A grandmother to this disease?
And grandfather.
And grandfather?
Okay.
She's 90.
She's an old lady.
What the fuck is she talking about?
I think they were 137 years young, God bless them.
The fuck?
They lied to me about the Gulf of Tonkin incident.
Fair enough.
Respirators right now. It's real.
Thank you, ma'am, for your comments today.
Just a bunch of geese. And like that lady...
Both sides were geese right there. We got double geesed. Goosed.
Well, another thing, too, is like this is kind of like a chopped up version of what the original session was like. Because the original session, I think, is...
There's actually that one woman that was talking in the red.
Yeah, she goes
quite
crazy.
A speech.
Yes. So as soon as she follows up her whole citizen's arrest thing, like she follows it up with the fact she goes, how is Bill Gates not rotting in a jail cell right now? And then she goes into like a 5G conspiracy and all this other shit. Mm-hmm. And then the old Uncle June in a wig, she says, why are we putting masks over our mouth and destroying God's perfect breathing apparatus? She calls her mouth a breathing apparatus.
What? She had a false sense of authority. She thought she was coming in hot with her security outfit. I don't know if somebody just gave that to her, but
it's officer. No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
Nope.
Nothing worse than when security guards refer to themselves as officers.
Oh, I know.
She rented it at a costume shop, and she really just has dementia.
Well, that's a good point. That's a good point, too.
That's more likely than I hope, at least.
Because, first of all, number one, she's not protecting anyone from anything. She's not even protecting her from herself like right now.
She has to wear diapers, I'm assuming.
She slip and fall, she gonna break a hip.
Dude, I'm gonna... Yeah. Logan. That might be your first one ever. But another thing that bothers me is like...
better than you two.
Oh, okay. Well, first of all, buddy... Give him one of those. But you can buy a security guard outfit online. You can buy a police uniform online. You can do any of these things.
I bet you she may have just purchased that and thought that would give her some
clout.
Because she's obviously crazy, right? So she probably thought...
safe to say.
And she probably didn't even think she was buying a security outfit. She probably thought it was like some like Homeland fucking security, like...
one of the alphabets.
Like,
one of the alphabet agencies.
Yeah. But...
Let's see what's going on. Let's move over to... Oh, yeah. So the next clip I have lined up for us...
Oh, my God. The drop I wanted last week would have been perfect for playing the next clip.
Which one?
Diaz, is it?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
What do you think we should do about that, Diaz?
That's the thing, though, is like you and 2 other people in the world would get that reference.
Hey, people know the movie Blue Streak.
Yeah, they do, I guess.
Martin Lawrence.
We all know who Martin Lawrence is. Let's move over here to...
I bet you Logan doesn't know him.
Fucking Christ. You're the king of interrupting people.
Logan, do you know who Martin Lawrence
fucking
is?
Die, dude.
No, I don't.
Exactly.
You fucking get hit by a car and die on your way home.
Told you.
Anyway, so the next thing I want to pull up, I got a clip from Joey Diaz's podcast, The Church of What's Happening, Meow. And I kind of liked, he had a take on what's been going on in the LA comedy scene, given the recent Chris D'Elia sexual misconduct allegations. You can take that right in the face, sir. I see you making faces.
I mean, that could be a whole hour about, you know it's D'Elia.
No, I don't. I don't know anything like that. All I know is I get a certain response from you when I say certain things, and I'm going to keep it that way. But so there are a lot of people that are outraged, rightfully so, because it does look, I mean, you see all the evidence against Chris D'Elia right now.
Did you watch the Beige? You watched the
Yes,
Beige,
of
right?
course, of course. Yeah, if anyone wants to see like some pretty good synopsis on the whole Chris D'Elia thing going on right now, check out Beige Frequency, his YouTube channel. He does a lot of Opie and Anthony related stuff, a lot of
Porcelain
it was Beige.
Is British. Yeah. So,
yeah, I think it was Beige. But yeah, really good Brendan Schaub documentary. If you're like us and you think he's a fucking talentless bag of shit, then you should check out Beige Frequency and Porcelain. But Joey Diaz is in this clip. He's reacting to people trying to attempt to cancel Joe Rogan and himself.
Yeah, because they're. Sorry, we're gonna go into that. Or?
Well, yeah. So there's past instances where, like, if you know anything about Joey CoCo Diaz or this podcast, you know. This dude is an open book as far as his life's concerned. He's done some extremely greasy things. He doesn't glorify the things that he's done, but he does. He's very open and honest.
He owns them.
Yeah, he owns them, and he basically, you know, like he does tell people, like, hey, don't be living like this. This is scumbag shit to do. I was young. This is how I conducted myself. Like, I'm not defending, you know, like the main thing people are outraged about is the fact that he made a chick suck his dick for stage time.
Right.
Which that's not cool and everything. But the whole thing is, are there not two consenting parties? He didn't rape anyone. He used his celebrity to catch a blowjob, which is scummy. Yes, it's very scummy.
Yeah.
But as the woman, do you not have the choice? Especially now. I mean, this is just.
Well, this all could be satire, anyways. Who knows?
Well, that's another thing too, and that kind of goes into what he says in this clip. It's like people do have a funny way of picking and choosing what they choose to believe versus what they choose to call fake. Especially with anything on the internet. You, being one of the people, 98% of the time calling shit fake, pissed me off.
Because 90% of the time, or 98% of the time, it is fake.
I'm going to put a contract out on you, dude. You're on fucking notice. Let's play this clip before I kill my best friend.
So, before once that dude got in trouble, that
dude.
The guy the judge
Kavanaugh.
for choking the girl in college.
Yeah, Kavanaugh.
I knew that when Kavanaugh got called out by something he did 29 years ago,
Supreme Court
the
guy.
Supreme Court
guy, okay.
I set the clock. I swear to my mother.
You've been saying it for years.
I set the clock. I go, when is this going to end? Because somebody's going to have to find one of these videos one day. The problem they have is that I don't give a fuck. They don't cancel me. I cancel them.
Tell them.
I'm saying the truth about my life, whether you accept it. How come for years, Felipe, for years, I read little things. Joe Diaz is a liar. Joe Diaz is a liar. Those stories are full of shit. How come that story wasn't full of shit? They took that one too. You know?
Yeah.
And if I'm such a bad person, you worried about a girl that sucked my dick 22 years ago?
Or
how about the guy I put in the trunk of the car? You never said nothing about that. You never brought that up.
Or
That's. He just put it to bed right there. You're not going to attack this man. You're not going to make him feel uncomfortable. Like I said, I don't think you should use your celebrity to gain sexual favors, but I also don't think that you should just go out on random mad witch hunts for a guy who's been honest and open about the shit that he's done in his life, no matter how bad or good he's done. The guy's hilarious. And also, I noticed something while we were playing that clip. You can really tell who we respect versus who we don't, because we interrupt these clips every 2 seconds to say something disrespectful, but we let Joey CoCo Diaz speak for like a full minute and a half. We really are shitbags.
Well, yeah, he's got something to say.
But it's just nice, because
we've seen him. We've seen him in stand-up.
Right, exactly. And he's super nice. He took pictures with us and shit like that. Super funny set. We got to. That was actually the show where the girl who was with my roommate at the time. Yeah. She took like 45 milligrams of an edible, and she had to call the EMS, and the fucking amber lamps came right in the middle of Joey CoCo Diaz's show and carried this high bitch right out of the fucking venue, and the show did not skip a beat.
Nope.
It was hilarious.
You would have never known unless we just knew them, so we had to we were watching it. But
yeah, it was just, dude, we had 2 shows going on at once, and then we got free drinks and appetizers because they left their shit.
Yeah.
Also, pretty sure we didn't pay for it either.
No. Kidding me?
I'm pretty sure
we just, no, I don't think we paid for that. No.
Well, homeboy started a tab and he had to go back the next day and get his card.
Yep.
So we were good,
Yeah.
But this is cool, I've voiced this theory before, but I have a feeling that basically what's going to happen, I think that with all this self-policing and all this like weird attacking that's going on, I think a lot of these guys that do this type of comedy and have these types of podcasts, eventually what's going to happen is they're going to take their fan base away from these platforms. They're going to have their own platform that they self-govern. It's probably going to be shitty at first, but I do think that there is a potential for the type of comedy that we enjoy to have a safe space.
Only
quotations. Yeah, dude, that's the thing. What if we did that? How funny would that be? Like, instead of fucking Patreon or any of this other horse shit, what if we only did OnlyFans? Because I mean, OnlyFans really is. I mean, it's for more than just
we could have a
titty
friend,
pictures.
We could bring a friend onto our platform, and he could do his show. You know,
what are you getting at? What are you getting at?
Naked shows.
Naked shows.
I don't know, stripping shows.
Dude, we can't do that kind of shit.
We're stone cold feminists here, and we're calling you out.
We can't do that kind of stuff. Those are your words, not mine.
On OnlyFans? You can do whatever you want on OnlyFans.
Yes, I get that. I was trying to go with the fucking bit. You're over here. Okay, so let me break down the fourth wall and just explain to the listener what fucking just happened. Adam points at fucking buttons that are across the desk that he can't just outright fucking tell me.
No,
what
I wasn't.
wants.
I wasn't actually. I was pointing in like the down motion, like downstairs.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah,
you're a problem. This is why you need a notebook. You need to bring a notebook, and you could write shit like that. Flip the page over. Tell me what you're getting at without actually saying it. Because I'm over here thinking you're wanting me to hit a fucking sound effect.
No.
Don't fucking give me that smug fucking smile you give me when you think you did something right. You know,
I can't dox the person I was trying to talk about.
You know what? If you don't have anything nice to say, why don't you just say nothing at all? How about that?
I had nice stuff to say, but you know.
I think you need to shut the fuck up before you become our Bologna Boi instead of who we're about to get into.
On it. Who is it?
Shut up. Adam. All right, so our Bologna Boi for this week is the Family Guy voice actor, Mike Henry. Now, the reason we chose Mike Henry this week is because this is yet another instance of somebody going out of their way to make an unnecessary move to try to seem like one of the good white people amongst all the shit that's going on right now. And I know that people are getting sick of this. I know that black people are sick of it. White people are sick of it. Everyone's fucking sick of these fucking people coming out of nowhere trying to be the good white people.
White people are ruining the goddamn movement that black people are trying to have right now.
That's my problem, dude. Like, that's the thing. Leave it to a fucking whitey. Leave it to a vanilla face to come out here and fuck up civil rights.
Yeah, just stop. We don't care what you think, white person.
Room full of white guys saying I hate white people. Self-loathing. Actually, that's not true. I'm Hispanic. You guys are human traffickers or whatever fucking region of the world you guys come from. What'd you say you were again?
Serbian.
Yeah, fucking Serbian card sharks. That's what you guys are. You're fucking horrible. I'm lumping you in with
Serbian.
It. Well, I'm lumping you in with it because you might as well be.
No.
Same thing.
It's not, but
both essentially part of Russia.
No.
Don't get Logan started with that shit.
It's false.
We're gonna
find
that's
not true.
We're gonna find Logan face down a mud puddle with like fucking 19 shots in his back. Yep, suicide.
Clearly, this was a suicide.
Cry for help. All right, so Family Guy voice actor Mike Henry is stepping down from the Cleveland Brown role. Now, Mike Brown also, shut up, I see you over there, gearing up. You're trying to interrupt me, I'll interrupt myself, take the power out of it. This man also voices Consuela, Greased Up Deaf Guy, Rollo Tubbs, a number of different characters.
He does the maid?
Yeah. The Lemon Pledge maid.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh man, he got double.
It's time's up, dog.
Time's up.
He woke up and he hit the alarm, and when he hit the alarm, he's like, time's up, and he took to Twitter because that's how he announced it too. This is another thing. This fucking butthole gets on Twitter, and this was his initial tweet. It's been an honor to play Cleveland on Family Guy for 20 years. I love this character, but persons of color should play characters of color. Therefore, I will be stepping down from the role. How ridiculous is that statement?
It's ridiculous, but I mean, he's on his way out anyway.
Well, this is a problem based on a number of different things. Now, basically what that statement kind of sounds like to me is like, oh, people of color should only play people of color, and that's tantamount, in my opinion, to saying like, oh, you shouldn't date outside your race, or oh, you should always stick to what you know. Don't try to venture out and be anything different or learn about anything different. And it's like, this guy's had a 20-year career doing this character, and people the world over love this character. He's a beloved character. He's definitely one of my favorite characters. I love the Cleveland show, and I don't know why the fuck it got canceled. But Cleveland Brown's been one of my favorite characters. I think that voice is hilarious. The issues they touch on are hilarious. And like, basically, like, my favorite tweet out of all of this was this gentleman right here. So this guy's name was Joseph Wilson, and he tweets back, "Look, I'm black and a voice actor, and I don't think this is necessary. I appreciate the sentiment behind it, but I don't think you should do this. This is your most iconic role, and that's the beauty of voice acting. The actor's appearance, including skin color, does not matter." I think that's the best way to look at voice acting, especially when it comes to...
Did you give him a thumbs up or a like or a heart?
I'm not signed in right now, dog, and don't point out the inconsistencies in what I'm doing. My thing is, like, I think he put it very... I think that's the best way anyone could contextualize what's going on with this situation. And, you know, again, it goes back to the whole comedy thing. You know, what does that mean? What is a black character supposed to sound like? How, you know what I mean? How is he supposed to sound? Is he supposed to be a black guy doing that conventional conventional black accent that like white people put on when they're making fun of black people or when they're trying to imitate black people? Is that what he's talking about? Because if you watch Family Guy or you've seen the Cleveland show, he just sounds like a Southern dude. To me, he doesn't sound like a like your traditional kind of like a caricature.
No, there's
black
white guys
voice
that sound like that too.
Exactly.
They do have a character that portrays it in the Cleveland show. The
the
actual dad.
The dad. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. What's his name? Fucking
Red Fox.
No. But yeah, you're right, Logan. That's a good point. And that's the thing is, like, when we start doing this, like, we're gonna pick our ability to create apart. You know, this is ridiculous.
Well, I mean, then now is it going to be, oh, a Korean can't play a Chinese person, or a Vietnamese person can't play, you know, or, you know, whatever, a German can't play a French person.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, didn't South Park do an episode on this with the ginger thing?
Oh.
I think they did, where they pranked Cartman.
Made him a ginger, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he started a whole campaign about it, about how Annie was played by a black girl or something like that. Or
he was saying that she wasn't a real ginger or whatever. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah, that's like a more like hilarious, obscure way of pointing it out. But like that's a huge problem in entertainment. Like we're gonna lose out on these talented people. We're gonna lose out on these on the continuity of these characters.
The game's already been lost though.
It just sucks, man, because now, I mean, Family Guy's huge. Seth MacFarlane and all of his shows are huge, and they've brought a lot of laughter.
Well, we were seeing, but the problem is we're seeing these shows at their twilight now anyways, though. Good point. South Park's, they don't give a fuck about anything anymore. They're just phoning it in.
Yeah, well, they've actively tried to get canceled with some of the shit they do, and that's the thing is, like, they have the perfect formula figured out. Like, we know what to expect from Matt and Trey. Right. We know what to expect from Seth MacFarlane. The only thing that's going to fuck it up are these ancillary individuals who play individual characters on the show. They have the ability to fuck up the viability of the show because we've all lived through a certain show. We've all seen characters replaced on shows, and it doesn't quite make sense anymore. It doesn't sound quite right. It's not the character as you remember them. So you don't get the same feeling when you watch the show. We're running out of things that make us feel happy and things that bring us joy. Like, we're censoring things that actively bring people joy.
Sterilizing it.
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with us? And I mean,
because people are trying to win, dude.
Win what?
People
That's
are obsessed. They're on their phones all the time, looking at fucking what's Facebook's status is saying, Twitter, what tweet came out, what fucking Instagram picture. Yeah. You know, stop. That's what's going on.
Well, check this out. So you know how
there's no self, like, you know.
Well, another thing about this whole instance with this whole incident with Mike Henry stepping down from the Cleveland role is so word for word going back to his initial tweet. He says, "I love this character, but persons of color should play characters of color. Therefore, I'll be stepping down from the role." You go down and you see people like this guy right here. This guy's name is Woke and Tired. Pretty excited about them finding the talking dog, though. And then if you go down, they say only a real pedophile should voice Herbert, who's also a pedophile in the show. And then you go down and where was it? The sailor guy.
Oh, the guy with the wooden legs.
Guy with the wooden legs and wooden arms. Like this guy posted this guy put a picture of the sailor guy with like the stumpy wooden arms and legs and shit like that. And they were like, good luck finding this fucking guy. And it's just,
this guy's pretty woke about it.
Exactly. And this is the thing is like, only white people seem to be like, oh, good job,
White people,
man.
You gotta stop. Like, just take a breath.
Just hang it the fuck up. Nobody cares.
Take a walk. You don't need to get involved or whatever.
How is it that white people they initiated this whole negative race relation thing in the foundation of America with slave trade and all this other horse shit? Now they're currently still holding it back by being overly involved in convoluting the movement.
Right, because those people are the true racists.
That's true.
They think anyone that's not white, I mean, they subliminally think is inferior. Oh, we need to hold their hand. Like, they
yes, exactly.
They can't say things and think for themselves.
It's like when a white person says a black person's well-spoken. That's what they're doing right now with the Black Lives Matter movement, with civil rights in general. That's what they're doing right now. They're being condescending cunts. They need to hang it the fuck up. If you're a celebrity, shut your fucking mouth. Do your fucking job. You're not a politician. You're not an attorney. You're not out here to speak for people. You're out here to entertain us and collect your fucking check. That's it.
Wheaties commercial.
Yeah, exactly. Make your fucking money, do your job, make people laugh, but shut the fuck up when it comes to social issues unless you're ready to, you can't have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the thing. That's it.
Tom Cruise is doing a movie in space. What? He is.
Shut the fuck up, man. Tom Cruise is the only person I know. Wait, he's going up into space?
Yes, he's going to shoot scenes on the International Space Station.
Shut the fuck up.
Call in if you think it's true.
I don't live in a real world.
Tom Cruise is doing a movie on the space station.
Shut the fuck up, man.
It's true.
It's true. He's a hooah.
He's right. It's with Elon Musk. Like, he's partnering with Elon Musk to do it.
Jesus Christ, dude. I truly do live in a bizarro universe.
Yeah.
You know what, though? I think that's where Tom Cruise in space is where we're going to go ahead and fucking cut it today because I can't handle any more of this horse shit. Thank you guys for joining us for another installment of the Brass Tacks Podcast. I hope you got some laughs. I hope you're still fucking hanging on by the edge of your seat. Because this has been a doozy. A lot of fucking crazy people. A lot of fucking people making their craziness seen and heard. If you guys ever have any suggestions for the show or want to send anything in, please just email us at therealbrasstacks@gmail.com. Follow us on all of our stupid social media accounts. The Real Brass Tacks on Instagram. Brass Tacks Podcast on Facebook. Been doing a lot of live streams on my personal page as well as on the Brass Tacks page, so make sure you subscribe or follow those so that you can you'll always know when I'm on there.
What's our Pornhub name?
Our Pornhub name?
Yeah, people put videos on there now.
It's Reluctant Twink Adam.
Okay,
69.
I'm pretty sure. I think we've talked about this. They're putting woke videos on Pornhub.
Yeah, they are.
We could be doing videos from Pornhub too.
I mean, yeah, we could. You know what we should do? We should do an episode where we just have our hogs out and the camera pointed at our laps. We'll do it that way. But until next time, guys, do me a solid. Go check out my friends over at the Life's a Beach podcast. Go ahead and subscribe to their channel. Follow them, all that good stuff.
Yeah, check out my friend Joe Rogan.
I don't Shut up, you fucking pussy. We'll see you guys next week. Take care.